Or are you going to on the Christmas day be running around? Anyway, no pressure, no pressure. How you doing today? Good afternoon to you. It is the sunny side in your number one station for Talk 92.3 Nigeria Info FM. My name is Dennis Wall. Compliments of the season. Today we're going to talk about two things. First thing we're going to talk about is almsgiving. Two questions. Can you tell between someone genuinely in need and someone who is pretending to be in need in order to profit from it? Do you expect to be blessed or protected from evil whenever you give to the poor? I see some of your comments. Wait, I will read them. Someone says, have you bought your Christmas chicken? The truth of the matter is I have not, because of storage, epileptic power supply and all of that. But I have made arrangements. The last time I wanted to buy was 43k carton. Then it increased to 45k. And then yesterday it is standing at 48k. From the poultry, live chicken from the poultry. A carton from the poultry. I'm sure those people that have cold rooms will sell it far higher. Let's come back from the break.
Nigeria Info will be right back.
One God on one stage.
Back to the sunny side now. I don't know about other parts of the world, but in Nigeria, alms giving or giving alms is quite a big deal. Oh, someone is saying season greetings to the amazing crew of Nigerian for an ardent listener. Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year in advance. Prince, thank you so much for your wish. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Growing up in Port Harcourt town, main Port Harcourt town. So let's say Port Harcourt town is from Azikiwe Road down to New Road. You pass through Station Road, Hospital Road, Lagos Bus Stop, get to Agri Road, then you get to New Road, New Market, Captain Amangala, not Forces Avenue now. The main Port Harcourt town. When we're coming from town, there used to be a bus stop, or there is still a bus stop, but it's not as busy as it used to be. I think it's at UTC. Yes. That particular bus stop, when you bought a bus or a taxi, you will find a lot of beggars at that spot. You will find hawkers, people selling different, then it was just one brand of sausage roll that was popular. Drinks, anything you can possibly think of, they sell it in traffic. So you were stationed there. There usually was, before traffic lights became popular, there usually was a police post, not a post per se, around stuff where the police people are stationed and they help to control the traffic. But you see, even at that spot, we would find beggars of different. We'll find the ones that were on wheelchairs. We'll find the ones that had to get somebody to support them because they couldn't see. The ones that would have one hand cut off or both hands cut off. The ones that used something, I don't know how to describe it, but they couldn't move. They didn't have limbs and arms. Okay, they had arms, they didn't have limbs. So they would sit on it. It had tires that rolled, like this Boris kind of tires. And then they would wear slippers on their arms. Their hands served as their feet. And then they would, push themselves. So they're using the slippers to push themselves from the ground and they move. So for every time there was a stop, rest assured that you would find one or two or more of these beggars coming towards the bus or the taxi to ask for help. And I'm going to tell you the truth. When I was much younger, I had experienced them so much so that I was familiar with their faces as well as what they were going to say. So once they start talking, you will find me seated on my father's laps and I will be reciting everything they said word for word. God bless you as you give me. It was usually fast, but I could pick. And at the end of the day, they had a bowl. And we're supposed to drop money into that bowl. The blind, the cripple, the ones that will come with one form of, I don't know, they would have people who would hold something and say, I have a tumor, I have a this, and I need the donation to do surgery to remove this tumor. They would have one thing that is like a basket that has a wooden hand, so you put money into it. But at the end of the day, they were proclaiming blessings to all the people that gave, and they were blessing those of us in advance that, will feel the need to give. And then for every time someone gave to them, I noticed some form of skepticism. So when they dropped the money in the basket, this is what they would say. May this money take away every death from my household. Let it take away all my sickness. Let it take away spiritual attacks, bad luck, etc. before dipping it in the unfortunate beggar's bowl. So every time they were dropping into these people's bowls, they were like, they are dropping all their problems. So what they were giving while it looks like it is help to the beggars, it seemed like it was some form of cleansing or elimination ritual. The denominations we had then, we didn't have the 1,000 naira notes. We didn't have the 500 naira notes. We didn't even have the 200 naira notes. Coins, the 5 naira, the 10 naira, the 50 kobo and all of that. And then at some point we had the 100 naira notes. If I remember vividly, my transport from town to my school at education, my one, was 10 naira at the time. That kind of long distance. Nigeria used to be good. But I would always hear that as a child. Some see it as charity. Some see it as giving to charity. Giving to the poor out of abundant blessings. So when you have abundance, you remember the poor to give to them because you have been blessed. So bless others. Yes, sometimes God has been so faithful to you. You feel so blessed, you decide to give to the needy. Some see it as a way of investing in nature. You know how they say this circle of life, what goes around comes around. Let me give now. I'm putting down an investment. I'm paying a price now. It will count for me in future. If it doesn't count for me, it will count for my children. It is more blessed to give than to receive. He who sows shall reap. He who soweth bountifully shall reap bountifully, and he who sows sparingly shall reap sparingly. Blessed is he that considereth the poor. All of these things are scriptural, by the way. So we give to remind God that we also want to receive. But what really is the significance of giving alms? The risks involved, the scam business it has turned into. Because guess what? While I see these people and feel pity for them while seated in a bus or a taxi, one of these days, someone just mentioned, no, they give these people, you see that particular way they call saying they're blind, in they see well. When it is time to count him, money go one corner. You go remove the thing where you put inside eye. You go count and these people get money past you and then they give them. Huh? So I said, but he's blind. I can't see his eyeballs. And said, no, they get what then they put for inside their eye. I can't make the eye do like say it's him blind. And that when they go up to one corner to count their money. Ha! We all see some fully functional, able-bodied men. Now, these are not the ones that we see as disabled. Able-bodied, fully functional men and women even parade themselves in the guise of being stranded. And you wonder why the person you helped with transport fare last week is still stranded this week at the same bus stop. Rumokoro, Eleme Junction, Oyimi Junction. Think of all the bus stops. My 1 bus stop, my 3 bus stop, my 4 bus stop, and Lagos bus stop, station bus stop. You will see them. Rumola Junction. Think of the several places. They have a compelling story. I was on my way from this place, and at the end of the day, I lost contact with the person I was coming to see. Please, can you just help me with transport? Let me go back. So some of us give. We don't think twice. We go ahead and do it. Others, on the other hand, give and they tag it to something. Lord, as I'm giving this money, take away my sorrows. But let's start with the very first question. Can you tell between someone genuinely in need and someone who is pretending to be in need in order to profit from it? Between a genuine beggar and the person who is obviously a scammer. Because I hear it's big business for some people these days. What is their duty? What is their job? When they dress up in the morning, take their bath, leave their homes, and they go work, then they go beg. Question number 2. To anything at all, Lord, as I'm giving, let me see husband. As I'm giving, let me see wife. As I'm giving, I'm believing you for the fruit of the womb. As I'm giving, I want to pass my bar exams. As I'm giving, do you tie to anything or you just give? Do you feel a nudge to give? Or you just give, if you day, day. If he does it, if you don't have it, you don't have it. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030-6416 0809-030-6416. We're live on X at Nigeria Info page, and our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 page. Go there, watch us live, and most importantly, be a part of the conversation by dropping your comments in the comment section. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon.
What's your name?
I'm Ray from Ulu.
Okay, welcome. Go ahead. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't get your name, but please, if you can, do well to call back. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Nigerian Info, good afternoon. Hello? What's happening? What's going on? Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, this is Comrade Dixon Israel Igbo from Awadawe.
You're welcome.
My sister, to give is very important because already the Bible has said that give and shall be given unto you. It is better to give than to collect. For me, it's very, very important to give. You see, those people are very sympathetic because, you see, that is why we are very happy when God is keeping us alive and our two hands and our legs is complete. We have to thank God no matter how things is in Nigeria. Because so many people now, they are in a hospital, they're putting them oxygen before they will get breathing. As you can say all about it, you see so many people there. Some of them, two legs have been cut off. Some people, their two eyes have been blind. And it's very, very sympathetic. For me, when I see them, if I get money, I dash them money. I don't think if they will harm me or not. Because you will see most of them, no, you will sympathize them, my sister. So it's better to give. For me, it's really good. I prefer to give than to collect from my neighbor. If God will bless me and then make me to get, if I should be a rich man, I don't see that people will be suffer in my hand. I should have a little that I will sustain myself. The rest of my things I will give others. But the people who have this kind of mind, God does not bless them easily. So thank you. I remain Israeli.
All right then. Thank you so much, Israel. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Barry.
Thank you. This is Barry the Taylor.
Barry the Taylor, you're welcome.
Thank you. You are really daughter of the
Turn off your radio set, please. I can hear the echo from your radio set.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So you are really daughter of Madagascar. You said it all. I tell you what I am going through in Nigeria. You did that. To the married. You know, man, now.
Barry, could you speak into your phone microphone? It seems you're distant from your phone. Yes, I can hear you, but your voice needs to be audible.
Okay, yes. I said, man of God, now, I don't know whether we call it one of God, they dress up as teachers, teaching the gospel, the Bible, and they come to my shop. They know that they are late to minister somewhere. And that evening, I do ask the last one money I have in my pocket. And behold, I left the shop, go to another one of my friends that told me to make money. Another day, I see another man of God written that Bible. So I don't know really what is going on. People are using the name of God to beg. I don't know.
Okay, that was pretty much unbearable. Apologies. I thought that somewhere along the line, the lines would get clearer or something will, improve from Barry's end, but it didn't. So if I understand him clear, who beg, right? I think that was bad. When you give, is it because you're expecting a blessing? Or you're expecting some form of protection? Be honest. Or do you give just for the fact that I can give? This person needs help. Let me give. Without expecting. Do you see giving as an investment? Do you see it as I'm doing today so that tomorrow somebody will do for me? Or somebody will do for my children? This season, let me tell you this. A lot of people will visit orphanages. A lot of people would visit homes. The elderly home, the remand home, you name it. And they will go there with things to give. Sometimes you want to question the motive. Because there are those who would give, who would take pictures, put it on social media. We, the association of this, paid a visit to this. We gave them this. And there are those who do it and nobody knows. They drop off these things anonymously. Kelvin from Ebeda, welcome.
Thank you.
Turn off your radio set, Kelvin, please. Please, I beg you.
It's okay now.
Turn it off completely. I can hear myself from your radio. Put it off.
Okay. Well, for what you're saying, like Bible says, giver shall never lack. But people of this world have made it to be something else. You are willing to give up to them, but return of lacking, they will take it to somewhere else. Then act as if God's word are non-existent. That's why you see, people are making up their mind not to give anymore. For those, there are some of the corporate beggars, like what the last call said, we were talking to say about the pastors. Some of them are corporate beggars. They will dress themselves, look as if they are pastors. Meanwhile, they are something else. When you look at them, you pity them and give them the money. Then otherwise, they won't do something else. But what I'm advising everybody who is involved in giving should be very hardly, and they'll concentrate whatever we're going to do. So you have to give carefully. So that's my contribution. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Kelvin. Let's go to WhatsApp and read. Let me start with this one from Facebook. Alara's speech says, because I'm blessed, that's why I could give. So all I seek is protection for me not to fall. Because I'm blessed, that's why I could give. So all I seek is protection not to fall. Hi Denise, congratulations on your award, compliments of the season, thank you very much. Dr. Richard told of a beggar being carried on a wheelbarrow and out of his benevolence asked that he should come to his hospital for free surgery to remove his hernia. But they rejected his offer because they were using this condition to beg for a living. Goodness. If I understand you correctly, goodness, the person is suffering, but refused permanent healing because that suffering is being used to beg. So the person will profit more from being carried around in a wheelbarrow than having to walk on his 2 feet. So how can we tell that this, when we go around town, how do we identify these people who we have clearly come to discover are using their situation to rip people off? Because sometimes, yeah, that's what it is, rip people off. Who remembers what the man looks like? So when we see him somewhere, we know that, okay, this is why this person is still like this. And maybe if we stop giving that particular person money, he will have sense to go and get surgery and put his hands and feet to good use or better use. How about that? One of these days, someone walked up to me in front of my church premises. I just alighted from my vehicle and I think I was about getting into church. And she approached me with a story. Denisha, soft heart. As she was telling me the story in my mind, I was already doing What was the story? Her son was sick or something. I said, okay, no problem. Where is this your son now? Let us go and bring him and take him to the hospital. I will sort out the bill. The next day she said, all of a sudden she said she was coming all the way from Obibo. That Obibo part was not in the initial story. I said, your son is not well. Where is he now? Who is holding him? He's running temperature. He's throwing up. Where is he? Let us go and carry him to the hospital. No fear. You know, there's that perception that, because I don't have money, I wouldn't want to go to the hospital. Let's go to a pharmacy, or some people will say a chemist, a cheaper option. And she said no, that I should give her money. I said, do you know what is wrong with your son? She said she will go buy medicine. You go buy medicine for what exactly? Say for the thing where they sick am. Wetin they sick am, you know? She said she know. Make we carry and go hospital. She said no. May I give her money? I said, I'm sorry. Yeah. It now occurred to me. It just clicked. And she was one of them. And I said, I won't give it. She said, yeah, let me just give her money for transport to go back to Obibo. I said, where is your son again? She said, he's at Orazi. Why are you going back to Obibo? And then it was not adding up. I said, okay, apparently you need help, but it is not the kind that I am offering. I'm sorry, this is how I can help you. Come and see how she started insulting me. I say, so this is the person I would have carried my hard-earned money to give. Some of the stories are too good. And let's not even limit it to physical contact with these people. How about the ones that come online begging? Oh, my landlord is about to throw me out of the house. Oh, I have not eaten for 10 days with my 2 children. And then they'll post the picture of themselves and the 2 children. And then underneath the comment, someone will say, you say you have not eaten for 2 days with your children. How are you able to afford data to come on Instagram, to even search for this particular celebrity's handle, to beg on the knees? Because if you can afford data, which is not cheap, whatever you used should be able to buy something. And then someone will say, you don't know now, she may be hotspotting or something. There are always people that will make a case for some of these persons. But then, it is up to you to give. But do you decide which one brings blessing, which one brings protection, which one is genuine, which one is a scam? And as from what he says, my condition then was, as I'm giving these people this money, God, let my game play this week. I mean, betting. Really? Good afternoon, Denise. For the first question, I don't think there's any human with self-esteem that would condescend to become a perpetual beggar. Things are really rough. Hence, human beings have been so reduced. And the motive for giving is a function of how developed the giver is. For ordinary people, they could give to either atone for something, but the developed mind gives as a means of casting your bread upon the waters. This is my perspective. Jerry Michael from Eagle Island. We need to go on a commercial break, and I believe by the time we're back, we'll round off the conversation. We'll come back, maybe I take final call, read final messages, and that will be that for this conversation. It's to the sunny side at 92.3 Nigeria Info FM. Stay tuned.